Hi, thanks for joining us today. We are looking at the Exelsys project timesheet, time management module today. And John is going to take us through a little bit of what Exelsys can do in terms of projects and how that relates to Business Central and connecting into some key ERP features to make it much easier to manage time and to manage projects and to bill for them. So John, maybe you can tell us a little bit about the pain points that we're trying to address with this solution.
Yeah, sure. Hi, Matt. Yeah, sort of for companies that are really into sort of project accounting and managing costs for projects, it can often be, especially for the managing of employee time going into those projects, it can be a really inefficient manual or sort of semi-manual process to track and input time into those specific projects. As soon as you get delays in applying this, you're getting lack of up-to-date information about how a project is going. There's the real-time visibility into performance, and you've also got difficulty in tracking resources and cost allocation up to date and efficiently because it's a pretty manual process.
Yeah, absolutely. So, what does Exelsys done about this? What is the project module? How does it address some of those points?
Well, Exelsys has got an optional project module which is paid by individual rather than in groups of 25 as normal. And essentially it allows employees that have the project module to allocate their time via the mobile app directly into Business Central jobs that they've been allocated to.
Very good. Okay, understood. And I know that effectively, there's the integration, the ability to pass through project costing into Business Central, and then that can be billed onto a client in an automated manner, which sounds great. And then we have the usual benefits of Exelsys being a cloud-based platform, 24 access and access through the browsers, the usual access points. Can you tell us a few of the benefits of why customers of Exelsys buy this and what outcomes they see?
Yeah, I mean, it's a faster process. It's via the native app, so you can be out and about. You can actually be on a remote site and contribute your time into a project. So it's really good as far as that's concerned. Speeds the whole process up. As you said, we've had clients before that are not only putting time into projects, but they're actually running that right through into BC and into client invoices. That's especially pertinent for sort of professional service firms that are doing this kind of stuff. And as soon as you're getting more up-to-date information into your accounting software, then you've got the ability to take action faster, so you're enhancing profitability.
Very good. And I think you've got a couple more points, John, that you wanted to share before we just take a quick look at the functionality. Three more points here.
So again, faster information, more accurate information leads to better decision making. It's resource allocation, timelines, project scopes. Very allied to that, but with a slightly different twist on it, is risk mitigation. So that is very much about how outside funding agencies, funding partners, may see you as a lower risk for lending for projects, because you can spot stuff early and take the appropriate action. And the other thing is about scalability for complex projects. You're faster, more agile, and so you've got more confidence being able to take on larger projects because you know they are under control.
Very good. Thanks, John. So if we take just a very quick guided tour through what kind of functionality is available, I'm going to share my screen and I'm going to jump directly in to the Exelsys application. So when you jump into Exelsys in the first instance, you will usually start off with this home screen here. So we're logged in as John Roberts, the CEO of the business, and he has access to all the functions, all the modules within the system. So up in this top corner here, usually we're looking at the HR section of the application, but this projects and timesheets module adds a new section. It adds a whole new, let's say, view or menu to the system. So if I click on that, you get a whole load of new icons that pop up down the left-hand side. And what you'll see is you've got my timesheets, my tasks, and my time analysis. That's the sort of thing that I would see if I was an individual who's going to be working on a project. So for example, if I click on my timesheets, you can see a timesheet or a set of timesheets that I either approved, pending, or all. So you can see some of my historical timesheets here. And if I drill into it here, you'll see approvals related to it, kind of audit trails and what exactly was in that timesheet. You also have tasks related to any projects that are underway. You've just got one here, but you can see things that have been assigned directly, indirectly to my team, etc. So a lot of just nice, easy functionality. And then I can drill into the task and see what it is I need to do against a particular project. So you can see project time and task assignments down here. And then also I can do analysis of my own time. So I can jump in here and I can run an analysis using date from and to and the particular project that I've been assigned to, or just general chargeable time across all projects. So very easy to use. That's what a typical individual would use. Now that individual can do that either in the full user interface, or they can do it in the light user interface, as you mentioned, John. So in work time here, you've got a number of different things where you can access those functions. Amusingly enough, the project functionality is not in this view, but it appears in work time, and you can dive in and you can see, for example, your timesheet. I can generate a report for a particular period of time here, and then I can spit out anything that's been approved, entered, or processed, so I can generate reports. What we also have is a project administration section here. So in project administration, I can create my project, and then I can assign various different tasks and activities to those projects. So for example, we've got a project here, a biotech group project. So if I jump into this, I've got all of the details of the project and the associated tasks and tracking that go on within that. So you can see the tasks here. You can see how I'm tracking against that, where I am in the project, who's on the project team, any notes associated, the key deliverables, documents and such like. So all very simple, centralized project information. You've got customers to which we're delivering projects. And again, these are synchronized with the business partners, the customer data in Business Central. So you can set up all of these customers and companies, and they can be synchronized between the two systems. And then finally, you've got project task management here. So these are all of the tasks which are assigned to the various different projects that we're running. So you can have as many of these as you like, and then you can assign different tasks to different projects, and they're going to track differently across each of those projects. So effectively, training, QA, handover, build, configuration, design, whatever it might be, those can be different stages of every single project, and you can have each of these different types of project tasks assigned to each one of the projects to which it is relevant. And then the final thing I wanted to highlight is you've got some timesheet functionality here. So I can drill in and I can have a look at all of the timesheets that I've got visibility of, and that will be specific to my role. So if I'm a super user, I'll be able to see everybody. If I'm a line manager, I'll be able to see people in my team, and then I'll be able to jump in, take a look at the timesheet, and then manage approvals. It might be that it has 2 levels of approval or similar. And then finally, you've got the ability to manage time utilization. So I won't drill into the data on the demo app. There are certain periods that you can download additional reporting because you've got a load of project data in there. But if people want to see examples of this in action, then naturally we can set up one-to-one demos to provide a little bit more detail. In essence, that is what the project module does, and it's a great piece of software that adds a lot of value, and again, it adds a lot of relevance in terms of how that then that connects in with the Exelsys HR platform.
Yeah, I mean, it's a really well used, very useful bit of functionality. It's a great module, and if you're into project costing, then it really is very helpful to get time in directly rather than through a long-winded process.
Great stuff. Thanks, John, for the session, and do get in touch with us if you want to book a demo and discuss projects in more detail.
Great. See you later, Matt.
Cheers.